next form, that is the past form, that is past did will change to had, past perfect. Past continuous was and were will change to had been, past perfect continuous. Past perfect had will have no change. Past perfect continuous had been will also have no change. And the future will change to would. And we have already seen about the next chart, that is already I have shown the previous chart, that is about the change of models. Okay, and there is another chart that is the change of the some extra word changes that are there, that is also given in your book. So I want you to read out whenever you are seeing the video. Keep the book in front of you and see those sentences, see the change in those sentences. So I will be doing some of the examples for you. So now you can see here a table, and I just written the first form, that is the present form. After this I will be writing the next, that is the past form. So you can see the table, the changes in the verb. Okay, so whatever change is there in the direct speech, the past form will be there in the indirect speech. So let's see the first one. See the present, do or does, it will change to did in the indirect speech, that is a past form. In present continuous, is and are will change to was and were in the past continuous form. According to singular or plural, it will change to was or were. Then present perfect, that is has, have, will change to past perfect, that is had. Then we have present perfect continuous, has, have, been, will change to had been, past perfect continuous. So you can see whatever is the present tense, the change in the indirect speech is the past of that particular form. So if it is present, it will change to past. If it is present continuous, it will change to past continuous. If it is present perfect, it will change to past perfect. If it is present perfect continuous, it will change to past perfect continuous. Let's see the next form, that is the past form. So now we will be using, instead of said, when there is an interrogative question, we will be using asked. Okay, so we will be putting he asked. To, he asked to, what you will be putting after he asked to? Meenu. Yes, he asked to Meenu. Okay, now in changing from direct to indirect, we remove the comma and the quotes. Okay, now this is an interrogative sentence. That means you will not be writing question. Okay, it will be changing into an affirmative, a statement. So what will be the changer? So let's see the changer. Now here you can see there is a verb. Right. Now whenever there is a verb, there is a change. Now how we use, that, like the connector, we use that. So here in this, instead of that, what we will be using? If or whether. Okay. So I am writing both. You can use anything here, if or whether. So after this, we will be writing if or whether. Okay. So we have done half the changes. So we said he asked to Meenu if or whether. Okay, what was the next change? The next change, you see that there is the next change here is you. Okay, now you will be changed. Now you, when we spoke about first person, second person, third person, we saw that you was the second person, and what changed? The object of the sentence changed. Now here is the subject. We will change it to object. Now what is the object here in the sentence? Okay, here Meenu is the object. So what we will be putting? You will change to according to the object. That means she. Right. Now one more thing is there in interrogative sentence that the place interchanges of what now? The place of are and you, that is the subject, and the verb interchanges in indirect sentence. Okay. So how will it be? The you will become are and are will become you. Okay. Now you as in the changed. The change, that means the change that is there in the second person, that is according to the change in the object. So there will be the change. The you will be changing according to the object. So what we will be writing here now? Now we will be writing here, he asked Minu if whether she. Okay, so you change to she. Now are. Are is a verb and what will be the change in the verb? Now you can see are you coming. Now which type of a sentence is this? It is a continuous tense, right? Present continuous tense. So it will be changed to past continuous tense. Now here it is present continuous will change to past continuous. So she. Now are, we are talking about a singular person. So it will be, what will be the change? Was. So she was. He asked to Minu if she was coming. Full stop. So, are you able to understand how it is done? So, you need to remember. So, what I just told you to remember, that in an interrogative sentence, a question sentence, the question will change to a statement, an affirmative, and said will change to ask. Then you will be not putting comma and quotes, it will change to if or whether, and you can see here the verb will come after the subject will become the verb and the verb will become the subject. So there is a change in the subject and the verb. So verb will take place of the subject and the subject will take place of the verb when we change from direct to indirect, and as according to the tense there will be a change. Now let's see the second sentence. So what you can see in the second sentence, he said, what are you doing today? Now after doing this sentence, I will be telling you, in the previous videos also I told you there are some tables given in your book. It is there. I told one table. In the video I have shown one table also. After this video also I will show you one table from where you can see that changes. There are some special changes, some extra words that are changed. One of the words that will change here is today. Okay, so let's complete the sentence. When you come to here, I will be telling you. So let's see what you are seeing here. He said, whatever you are doing, what are you doing today? So what will be the change? So what will be the change? Can you see? Yes, we can change. He said will be asked. Now there is nothing here, as there was Minu here. It is nothing here. Now when there is nothing here, it is understood that it is to me. Okay. So whenever you find there is nothing there, it is understood that it is being telling to you. It's to me. So without any doubt, you need to just, you don't have to put there, but you just have to know that here it is to me. Okay. Now he said, what are you doing today? So he asked. Now it is to me there. So you don't have to put anything. So what you will write? Now what? The next thing will come is what. Now in a question, now we have seen in active and passive voice also, we were copying the WH question. So whenever you have a WH, an interrogative, a question, you will copy as it is. Okay. So he asked, what are you doing today? So he asked, again, what will be the change? The change will be, the subject will become the verb and the verb will take place of the subject. So he asked, what you will change. Now you is again, as I said, it is a second person. The object will change according to the object. Now object is invincible here, but it is understood that the object is to me. Okay, so what will be that? That means I. I hope this is clear to you. So he asked what I, again continuous tense, what I was doing today. Now as I told you, I will be giving you some extra words, the extra change of the words. But before that, just once a question has come to you, let's do it. So today will be, today what will be today? Today will change to that day. Understood? So today will change to that day. So what it will be? He asked what I was doing that day. So here are some, these are the two examples where you can understand how, what are the changes. In the first sentence we saw the change. Whenever there is an interrogator, we saw that it is if and whether is written. Okay. And the change. Now whenever there is a change and whenever there is a WH, the WH question is copied as it is. Right. So you can see the two different types of sentences, interrogative sentences. So let's see the third rule. Okay, that means what you will do when there is a question, there is an interrogative sentence in direct speech. Now let's see how you will change it. I hope you have seen the previous video and that will help you in changing this. Now when we see the sentence, just he said to Meenu, are you coming? Now this is an interrogative sentence. Now whenever we have an interrogative sentence, we have a change. Okay, that change is said to will become asked. Okay, so that will be the change. One more sentence of interrogative. Let's solve it also. Let's change it to indirect speech. My sister said to me. Now here you can see said will be changed to asked to me. Now what will be the change in to me? What you can see to me? My sister asked me. Okay. Now here there is no WH. So what will be what we will write here? If or whether. We can write, let's write whether. My sister asked me whether. Now what is the next change? We learnt about the next change, that is the change in the places of the subject and the verb. So can will take place of you and you will take place of can. So that means they will interchange. Now you will come first and can will come afterwards. So what you will write? You. Now you is again the second person, that means you are asking, indicating to me. So my sister asked me whether I, now here to me is I, right? I can. Can is a model. We saw in the table can changes to could. I could. Okay, lend me. Now me changes to, who's me here? My sister, right? And she is her. Lend her. Okay, so what will be here? Lend her your will be my dress. Okay, So lent her. My sister asked me whether I could lend her my dress. Okay, so me is changed to my, me, my, myself. All these are of the same family. And your, who's the your here? What is the change in the your? I could lend her. Me is changed to her and you is changed to my. So the second sentence you can see, my sister asked me whether I could lend her my dress. Now let's see the change. Here now fifth you can see in the sentence exclamation marks. So you must be aware that we are talking about exclamatory sentences. Now what are exclamatory sentences? They show emotions, okay, like joy, wonder, surprise, awe. All these are emotions that are shown by exclamatory sentences. Now when we talk about exclamatory sentences, now as we spoke about interrogatives where said to or said was changed to asked, then imperatives said or said to was changed to advised, ordered, requested, commanded. Here, what will be the change in the exclamatory sentence? Now here said or said to will be changed to exclaimed. Okay. Now exclaimed with joy, applauded, or we can write wonder. So exclaimed with joy, exclaimed with regret, applauded, wonder, surprise, confused, grief, guilt, regret, delight, all these can be used here. So here are two examples that we will be doing. So you will be able to understand how to do exclamatory sentences. Now see here, she cried, I will never steal again. Okay. Now she cried. Now here she cried will be changed to she exclaimed with regret. Now I will never steal again is a regret. So she exclaimed with regret, right? So she exclaimed with regret. Now what will be the change here? I will never steal again. Now what will be the change in I and what will be the change in will? Okay. So I and we changes according to the subject. That is the first person, right? So here is, what is the subject? She. So she exclaimed with joy that you know that is the connector. That she, the change according to I, the subject will be changing. Will. Now will is again a model. Will, we have seen in the chart, will change to, can anyone tell me will change to? Would. Never steal again. Okay, very easy. Now see the next one. He said, hooray, we won. Now again this is an exclamatory, it is with joy. So we can write here, he exclaimed with joy, hooray. So this comes together, exclaimed with joy. Now we won. Now we is again first person, subject change. So we will be changed to we. He said, hooray, we won. So he exclaimed with joy that, joiner, connector, that they had won. We changed and won. That means one is past. So it will be changed to past perfect form. So these are the two examples that we did. I hope you have understood exclamatory sentences. Now let's see an imperative sentence. Now we have studied about imperatives. What are imperatives? It is question, advice, request, order, command. Okay. So what we will be using instead of said or said to? According to the sentence we have to see. We can use advice, we can use request, we can use urged, or we can use suggested. So all these we can be ordered, we can use. Now according to the sentence here, we can see the teacher said to Sia, don't tell a lie. Now how will we change this to? Now as I said, instead of said to, we can use order, request, advice. So in the sentence we can use the teacher. Now advice, we can use advice. Sia, don't tell a lie. Now don't tell a lie, what will be the change here? Don't is a negative sentence. So what you will change it to? Not to tell a lie. Okay, so it will be changed to not to tell a lie. Now let's see another sentence. Boss said follow me. Now how will you change it to? Again, we can write here boss ordered to, we can use a preposition here, follow. Now what will be the change in me? Now we have studied again the first person, second person and third person. And what will be the change according to me? Me is who here? Me is boss ordered. So who will be the me here? According to the subject here. So me will be him. Right? He, him. So boss ordered to follow him. So it will be same, the tense change, and here you just have to remember that said to or said will become ordered, advised, requested, urged. All these can be replaced when said or said to is written, and the next part will be followed by the change in the verb.